Welcome to Attican Plays Railway Empire. All right, hi, this is Attican and welcome to the continuation. This is part 3 of our look at Northern Honshu. That's a scenario from the New Japan DLC. And we've kind of started out, just for those of you who haven't been following along, we have started out here in the Tokyo Bay area and we have set up a 4-city cluster. Tokyo, Chiba, Saitama, and Yokohama. And we've got that going pretty nicely right now. We're going to continue to work on that. I'm going to show you a few more things I planned in this episode to improve this. But it's going pretty well, and we've got the cities up to, what do we got? This one's 59. That's got needs a lot of work. 102,000 here in Saitama, and we even have room for a for a museum. Go. There we go. Now they've got a museum, my favorite building. Now we've got, we've got room for a museum in Tokyo. Let's put it, I don't want to use up there, maybe down here next to our industry, our noodle factory. Okay. And we've got Chiba, which is at 90,000. So we've got a 90 and a, what's that, 70? And 100, and then Yokohama's kind of lagging. We'll figure that out. We'll fix that. Probably gonna have to do some remodeling here, but we will fix that. Okay, so that was our base. Our economic base was that 4-city cluster. We expanded out. We had to get a bunch of passenger revenue. We got a little 2-city cluster here that isn't fully formed. We'll come back and work on that. When we have a chance, we want to convert one of these 2 soy sauce into a sake, so that we've got sake soy sauce going on between these 2 cities, so they can start growing. We can start making more money up there. But we're all cool on that. That's all good. And then we had to go out here, work our way through this mountain pass, and we've got Kofu to Matsumoto, and that we had to run a bunch of passengers and then get a satisfied line. So we saw our first look at the travelers functionality, which is this thing, which kind of tells you about the passenger line you have going. And we had our first look at that, played with that a little bit, and grew Matsumoto and put a hotel in Matsumoto to improve the happiness of the travelers back here on this line. And actually, I guess even on this line up here. So, because we built a little passenger line up here to Nagano. So what do we got to do now? We have to connect, and this should be tourist, by the way, to our developer friends. In English, this is tourist, not touristic. Tourist site in the Hokuriku region, which is up, I think it's, let's see, regions. It's that one, yes, right up here. And here's the tourist site that's in there. It's the Ono Castle, isn't it? Yeah, the Ono or Onyo, whatever. I'm going to call it the Ono Castle. So the Ono Castle. So we're just going to go ahead and buy. Can we? Why won't it let us buy that? Click, buy. Won't let us buy it. Why not? I guess we have to work our way to it. We can buy this one, and no problem. We buy that, sure. Now can we buy this one? There we go. There we go. Now we've got access to this one. And you'll notice out here, look at this. We can buy Shiga, which is where our opponent is. Well, that may just mean, let's just look and see. Aha. We can start buying her. For 15.6 million, we can buy out our competitor. We've got 9.5 million. And let's see, what do we got in terms of loans or bonds? We could raise 3. Let's close the bond that we have. And then let's see what we can do. We can do 3. We could probably raise about 6 million. We've got 8. Let's let this thing run to about 10 million and then say goodbye to dear Beatrix. That's always a fun thing to do. So inventor, we'll take the inventor. What do we want? More power for our locomotive sounds good. Don't care about Bandus. We're about to buy her out. We really, literally don't care. High-level applicants would be nice. Okay. So let me look at the timing here. Make sure we're cool. 1878 is 74. I don't know. It's a shame you don't know. I don't know where the baseline is for this. I don't know if they mean from 1870 to 1878 or from here to there. I just don't know. But we should be okay on this to get that. And actually connecting that is not that big a deal. Now, connecting Kyoto and Tokyo is a long way. Hauling passengers there is just a bunch of trains on a direct line. That's all it amounts to. And when we get to this one, which we'll do in a second, in a little bit, we're going to be Walmart. I'll explain that when we get there. We're going to take the Walmart strategy for that, or the Costco strategy, or the Sam's strategy, or whatever you have in your country that sells stuff cheap. Hint, hint. Okay, so Ono Castle. We need a line to that. I want to do a couple things down here while we're waiting on money. I'm going to spend some money while we're waiting on money. I want to set up our direct lines, our freight city-to-city lines. I want to set them up like we've got a new station down here in Tokyo, and I want to run, first of all, I want to run a couple of out of the middle. I want to run lines that are going to go out like this. They're going to be passenger lines, or a passenger line that's going to go eventually, as we know, all the way to Kyoto. So we're going to okay, bridges are almost always cheaper than tunnels. There we go. So that little bit right there, I'm going to stub this out. We're going to stub this out and this. And make sure we have, whoops. I just read an update where you can hit shift and click there and it automatically anchors it to the end, because sometimes that can be very clumsy. I just tried it and it worked, so that's a good sign. And let's just put, these are meaningless right now, but we'll put signals on it just to be doing it. All right. And I want to see how big is a maintenance station, because I never use them, and you know, it's a shame. Maintenance station. Oh, they're not horrific. Okay. We're going to put one, I think maybe here. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to run a line. We're going to upgrade this train station right here. Yeah, it's pretty busy. It's going to get a little bit busier. We could even consider putting in, I wonder if it would be possible to put another train station in here. Oh, look at this. I think it actually is possible. I saw it turn green there once, right there. That would be even better. And if we could go out, I want to make sure the track will come out of here. It will. And it'll go over to this. Okay. Do we want to do this? I'm having second thoughts. We've got to set up with, yeah. Yeah, I think I do. 1, 2, 3. We're going to bring 3 in here, so let's just attach it on here, and then let's run a line back and double track it back to here. And we'll give it signals. It doesn't need a supply tower because the maintenance station has a supply tower built into it. Then we're going to connect our new Tokyo, this side here. Yeah, we're going to connect it like into here, like this. And let's just go ahead and do it like so. And give it signals. It's going through this. And then we got one more to do over here in Chiba. And I want to go ahead and expand this station as well. But then I want to put in another station, train station with signaling control. Will it take another one? Not really. Would it take a terminal station with signaling control? It will. Can we square it up a little bit and make it look better? And if we can't, I don't really care that much, but no. Okay. That'll do right there. Give it maintenance. And I'm going to go ahead and expand this one out and give it maintenance. That's totally unnecessary. And not the maintenance, but the expansion was unnecessary. Now, I want to actually run a line from here to here somehow, some way, to see if that can be done. Can we run a line over? I mean, I certainly can go like this. Yeah, we could do that. I mean, run it, have it hanging over the bay, so to speak. I'd love to tuck it back in here on inland a little bit more, but I'm afraid it kind of, well, that works so far. Now we can't get too close to that business. Huh. Huh, he said. Why not? Okay, that line there, then we're going to run this line like this. Ah, now crap. Look at that. Look at that. Son of a... Well, that's okay. We'll do this. We'll cut it off there, and then we'll pick it back up over here. And put in signals. and put in signals in this section. Doesn't need supplies because that is a supply station. And then we're going to put, I'm going to go ahead and expand this one, and we're going to put in a, let's just do another terminal station with signaling control down here in Yokohama. We should be able to fit one, yeah, just like, oh, crap. That's not horrific, okay? And you can just plug in like this and like that. Now what we're going to do with this is we're going to set up all of our freight. We're going to set up a freight line between here and here. And we'll put a couple of trains on that. Then we're going to set up a freight line between here and here. Put a couple on that. Then we'll set up a line between here and here. Put a couple on that. So that's 1, 2, 3. So then we're going to need one between Saitama and Tokyo. So we'll set up a line between here and here. Notice how it'll go into the maintenance and come back out. And then we're going to want one from Saitama to the new Chiba station. It'll do the same thing, in and out of the maintenance. And then we're going to want one that goes from here to here. And it does the same thing, goes over to the maintenance and does a turnaround. 1, 2. So now what we have, and I'm just playing here. This gives us all of our city-to-city lines for freight for our 4-city cluster. And of course, in a 4-city cluster, all the cities have to be able to, the way I design them, all the cities have to be able to take these products that they're making and move them to their partner cities in the cluster. And they all have to be able to talk to every one of the other cities. So this way, that should work beautifully. We don't need maintenance on these buildings. We could put them, these stations, we could put it if we want to, but we don't need it. And we don't need supplies because we've already got it right there. Plus, we get to use a maintenance station, and I almost never use one, so why not? Why not? All right, so what we can do here then is look at this line, and where we have, well, these warehouse lines, it's okay. They can do what they want to do. They can do what they want to do. But we would like to get these, the Yokohama to Chiba freight line. We don't even need that anymore. We just replaced that. Right? That's our old line. So we can just, say, thank you for your service. And I'll come back later and clean up the rest of them. I just wanted to get that going. And look at this. Now he's growing, and we're going to put a museum in Yokohama. So we've got one in Yokohama. We've got one in Saitama. We've got one in Tokyo. Chiba needs to grow some more. And they have a tough industry. They have the soy, which is fine. We're even going to bump it up. And they have a tank factory, which is a little tougher. We'll deal with that in a minute. Okay, so Saitama's now at 120,000. And there's a private sake brewery, which we will eventually knock down. I'm seeing a steel industry going there. But that's down the road. We got to get back on track here, get back on our task list a little bit. So Let's just let this thing run for a minute. I spent some money, perhaps unnecessarily, but let's let this run for a minute and see if we can't get some money accumulated, and we can do. What's she going to cost us? She'd probably cost us more and more. 15.3. I'd love to have an analyst pop up here. That would be really the best way to play this. Would be wait for an analyst and just keep doing other things until we get an analyst. Getting a lot of no suitable freight. I see that changing as we grow this. When we really come in and optimize this. This is far from optimized right now. So we need 13.9. I mean, we're almost there to buyer now. We've got 9. We can do 7, 6. Yeah, shoot. Let's just see what we can do. Let's open up a bond. Open up a bond. Got 17 million to play with, and we're going to go look at Beatrix, and we're going to buy all of her. Thank you, Beatrix, for playing. We're going to merge, and we're going to liquidate everything, and suddenly we have as much money as we had before. She is gone. We have opened up this whole area out here now. All her crap is out of the way. We're in great cash position. We could even... Yeah, we'll just go right back. We'll pay the big penalties, close those bonds. Now we're a cash business. We got $6 million to play with and a big income, a nice rate of income. So now we can start thinking about our next task. Now, I do though. I don't want to. There's a bonus. I know we've got plenty of money, but there's a big bonus for that salt, and Chiba needs salt for its paint factory, doesn't it? Isn't that what I saw? Yeah, salt. It needs salt. Now our warehouse here is full. We can give it another warehouse. Let's see if another warehouse will fit. Warehouse with signaling. Oh, let's see if it'll connect. No. And here's the shame on me. I should have put this warehouse as close to the city as I could possibly get it. I wasn't thinking ahead to say, hey, would you like to put another warehouse on the city? Well, yeah, we would actually. We could put one down here. That'd be all right. We could put one down here and then run a line around like this, around in a loop to pick up that salt. That would be fine. We could run the salt directly into the city. I mean, this line's barely utilized. How in the world would we do that? We'd have to run it like maybe... Yeah, see, this is very busy, but it's not really. It's not going to hold anything back. Station master. Oh, that's right. We picked up all her people. We got a station master. Okay, faster maintenance. That's good. Don't want professors. The research is worth more than the... And to that end, we'll improve our research. All right, shoot. Let's run salt into Chiba somehow, some way. All right, let's just put a warehouse down here. Make sure it's attached to the city, and let's just run our line across this. Hook it up with this for a while. Oh, and I can show you something. If I've shown you this already, I apologize. But this was a comment that DB Max. No, wait. What is it? Max. Hang on. DMax SBA, DMaxpa or whatever it is. DMaxpa might say the comment. He always gets tickled when I get frustrated because we can't put 3 or 4 lines out here on bridges. So he suggested, well, do this and it looks good. And I will say this, what he suggests does not fix the issue at all, but it does look better. So I'll show you what we're talking about here. What we do is we run out here as far as we can and stay in green and build our track. Then we build another piece of track like this. So I'm going to use that shift functionality, shift, and then go back like this, and that builds a little connection to that piece of track we just built. We select that. Then we go on the other side and we do the same thing. We go out here, shift, click, save that, then shift and anchor to that and go back so we have a nice clean connection like that. Then we take these 2 outer pieces and connect them, and it doesn't always work. Sometimes, depending on the curve of the river and the curve of the track, you can't do it. And right there's an example where we can't do it. Shoot. Too bad. Too bad, too bad. What can we do? What can we do? It will not work. Shoot. Would it work if we went one more? Nope, it will not work. Now, oh, you know what might be? I might be doing one thing wrong here. Let's try. Okay, sorry about that. Let's try one more. Let's run this out as far as it'll go green. Accept it. Run back one. Now I don't know what I thought I was doing wrong. And then run down here like this. Accept that. And then let's go from here and see if we can go to here. No, it's just not going to buy it. It doesn't buy. It will not do that. Now, I have successfully done this before, and it looks nice because it just gives you that one space gap, and it makes a much nicer track than what I'm typically building when I get to this situation. But anyway, let's go off like this and come back. No, I don't like how that's pointing. Ah, shoot. Okay, it will buy that, and that will connect. So that's a little better. Sometimes what I was trying to show you before just, that's ugly. Too bad, too bad. Sometimes it works beautifully. It just makes this nice looking track that just looks like it's meant to be there. But this time is not one of those times. How can we get? Yeah, let's just make some dedicated tracks. Shoot, we got money, and you know. Let's go out here. Besides that, this connection bonus is going to pay for most of this anyway, or a big chunk of it. I see another problem here too, I think. I don't think this is going to work. Oh, it does. Okay, good. I was afraid that screwy looking curve would keep us from being able to build the second piece of track. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to go all the way down here to this. Let's give it another supply tower out here. Yeah, probably one down here as well. And we're going to tell them that they can accept salt. And do repairs. And slow down for a second. And we will go back up here. And I'd like to buy this if it isn't ridiculously. I'm just going to buy it. And we're going to set up rails that go full trains into that warehouse. Oh, we picked up her trains that she's researched. So we've got one that'll go 52 and 134%. That's extremely expensive, and by golly, we're going one. How long is that? 90 days. 2, 3, 1, 4. Okay, so that will bring salt into this. So this paint factory needs fiber. Now the fiber is right here, but we're running this directly down into Saitama. So we could run fiber into this warehouse. That would be the cleanest. We could run it into Saitama as well, but it's getting a little busy there. So let's see if we can't connect this. See if this can even be done. It can. Like so. And we will set this thing up to take fiber as well. And I think, well, do I want to do that? Let's just, I'm going to, no, I don't want that. All right, we're going to put another station on here for the fiber, and we're going to just add it into this line. This quite busy line, I might add. Well, it's not busy with a lot of trains. It's just busy track. A lot of junctions and stuff going on here. And I'll bet this is expensive. Yeah. Yes, good bet. Okay, we're going to run full fibers into that warehouse. And go. Okay, so now we've got fiber coming in here. We've got salt on its way. What else do they need? They need sake. So we own sake, but I'll bet you our sake business is way too small. Of course it is. We're going to bump it up to a level 4 and produce way more sake than we have been. And that should get the ball rolling on getting some sake Chiba to Yokohama. There's a little bit going right there. Okay. And we need a supply tower somewhere. Who's... no. I'm not... What is this line right here? Farm to warehouse rice. Where's that? Oh, that's this guy. Okay, we really like to have a supply tower in here. I mean, this is really busy right here, but that's okay. We're going to put a supply tower right here. Taylor's in Tokyo. Yeah, we're going to buy that. We'll take that over. And pause. I hope I'm not... Okay, I got to stop fooling around down here. we will come back to this and build it out even more later. But we've got to get back to brass tacks. We've got to do our first job, the tourist site in Hokuriku. Okay. Which is this Ono Castle. I think I'd like to get over here to Gifu, I believe. Get to Gifu and then run a line from Gifu to that castle. And that'll be the way we get people out there to that. So where would this line go? Probably right down this river valley. So let's run it off of Matsumoto. How busy are you, Matsumoto? Oh, you're very busy, so let's give them another station. We'll give them a large, give them a large train station with signaling control. I'm going to slide it out here because I can see a problem with this hotel we built. Okay, and we're going to run a line that goes, turns and finds this river valley. And runs along the valley and goes into Gifu. And Gifu will put a train station with signaling control in there. And connect this line. And get rid of any unnecessary bridges. And let's run a passenger and mail line between here and here. What's the best one we've got? 50, 50, 57. Well, we'll stick with that one. One, two, three, four, five, 6 will do. Okay. Now let's get our line going out here to this castle. So the way these work is you have a station. I'm just going to put a small station out here at the castle. And then we just run a line, passenger line out to it from our city. We could pick any place. We could run them from Tokyo, I suppose. Like this. $15 degrees seems a bit unnecessary. I just can't cross that river twice. It just doesn't make any sense to me. There we go. That'll work.
With the arrival of the railway, people yearn for distant places and set off to visit well-known sites representing our culture.
So they're telling us people are going to want to go here. So let's run some passenger trains from here to here. Okay, now we've got that done. Now Kyoto and Tokyo. So technically, to connect them, all we have to do is come off of this line and go down here to Kyoto. That's all it takes. Now we have this line coming out from Tokyo. I mean, if we just attached it to this line, we could even bypass Kofu. Yeah, why don't we, I mean, the other thing we could do is just literally just drag it straight across through here, build tunnels, build bridges, not really care, run it straight over there. I think the other thing we could do is say, okay, we've got this line with the tunnel. It's got some freight on it, but we don't really care. Is it that busy? 15, no, it's not super busy. We can run some, no, I'll take that back. Forget that. We're going to run a line. Those of you who know me well know I just figure out what is it I have to do and I just do it. I don't care how, if it looks pretty or is, whatever. We're just going to do it. So let's just run a line out through here. We need to get over here somewhere and take a look at this. So we can't go down. Well, that's not necessarily true. Can we buy that guy? No. We can't buy any of these guys either, it doesn't look like. So we've got to work with what we've got. Okay. So we're going to have to swing up here. We have to swing up here a little bit. We can go around that mountain and around that city. And if we wanted to, we could probably go in here and around pretty easily, actually. I mean, that's probably what you do is go like this and around, go through that pass. That makes sense. 0, 0, 0. Okay, this needs a lot of work. Pick up that supply tower. I'm tempted to just build it more or less like that. Shoot. Okay, there's got to be something wrong with it. We can't build it. Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. Shoot. We're just going to take it. Then we're going to go way out here and use our shift button, which helps us link it. That's nice. That's actually useful. And commit that. Then we're going to put a train station signaling control here in Kyoto. Maybe something like, sorry, that with repairs. And go in here and hook that
Just
in.
a few years ago, His Imperial Majesty moved from Kyoto to Tokyo to take his rightful place as ruler of Japan. Now the railways are returning and building a bridge between the past and the future.
Okay, we've built, now let's see, we've got, make sure we have it signaled all the way. Okay, I like this. I like having the dedicated track. Okay. And what we're going to do now is go back here to Japan and set up a passenger and mail line. Back to Japan, back to Tokyo from our second station all the way to Kyoto. We're going to use the Forkco and dining and mail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We'll run 20 trains on it. And that should knock that task in the head. Now, 15% popularity. Okay. Here's what we're going to do to achieve that. We're going to hit our passenger thing, and we're going to, as I said, take the Walmart approach. We're going to select that line. Is this cheap? Why won't it let us do this? We're going to reduce our prices. That was as low as it'll go. That's interesting. Okay, did I miss any? I got that one, got that one. There it worked. Got that one. Got that one. And the only one I don't have really is the big boy here. Oh, here's its price. It won't let me reduce it. Why not? All right, let's see what happens here. Got our Walmart pricing. You saw us jump up to 111. But somehow, some way, where's the one? Oh, here, this one out here. We'll make that one cheap too. And now we can look at this. I don't mean to shortchange the functionality. We can look at this and see, okay, the price is a bonus. The travel, they don't like the travel time. Kind of weird. Probably because it's not a very direct line. They would probably, I don't know how they're calculating that, but maybe they're taking straight point between the two and saying you should be able to do it faster than you are. I don't know about that. Passenger ratings give us a bonus. We could put personnel on it and make it better. Let's look at this line right here. They like the price, but there's nothing else. Oh, well, the passenger rating stuff probably hadn't run long enough for that to even kick in yet. That's going to be my assumption for the moment. Promoter, why don't you promote Yokohama? No, let's take a look. I want to build this cluster down here. Yeah, Yokohama needs help. Tokyo is growing though, and the growing one you
The
get more
railway
bang
can
for the
only
buck.
be realized with the support of the people. That is why it is so important that enough people use the train.
So you do Tokyo, if I can find you, and you do Yokohama. There we go. And which task did we finish? Now we got our 115 just by being Walmart, and our 50 passengers thing. Our first trains are just now getting out there. So this guy right here has some passengers. I don't know how many. Look like 8. So I don't think we're going to have any trouble getting 50 out there. We've got trains coming out here at a pretty steady clip now to Kyoto. I do not pay ransom. Let's bump this station up, get these people turned around faster. It's September, so we need to hustle because we're going to hit a new quarter here at the end of September. I'd love for it to finish in this quarter. Oh, market crier, that would give us more passengers. There we go. Our average popularity of all our lines is 119%. Pretty good, I guess. Look at the money we make even on these cheap prices with these guys coming in here. Oh, we're 36 and we only got a few days left. I don't think we're going to make it this quarter. May have to wait a quarter. I hope that doesn't hurt us. Oh, maybe it's counting a quarter as just 3 months because this hasn't reset and we've moved over to a new fiscal quarter. So good, they're giving us a 3 months. No problem. We'll finish it off here pretty soon.
It is now possible to travel freely between two
There
of the
we go,
most
got it.
important cities in Japan without any obstacles. I can see how this strengthens trade, dialogue and inventiveness in our country. Like a tree, the existing railway network provides a solid route system. But now it is time to grow and stretch the branches. The north is practically undeveloped.
Okay, so now we've got to go up to Akita, boost up that area quite a bit, make some miniatures and sake, and I'm going to slow this down. And Akita, now we got a connection bonus here. We could run some Akita. I think it's up. Oh, where is it? It's territory. Miyagi, Yamaka, Akita. It's up here. We can't buy it yet, so I'm assuming we're going to have to work our way to it. We can buy Fukushima, so we will. Yamagata, so we will. And Akita, so we will. So now we've got access to Akita. It looks like it's got 3 towns in it. Akita, Yokote, and Nishirominato. Okay. So we're going to tackle this in the next episode, and we'll come up with some new design up here, some sort of variation of a 3-city cluster to build this up and get those items made. And we, like I said, we will tackle that in the next episode. So in this one, we were able to, and so we're getting a lot of no suitable freight. That's okay. That's okay. Like I said, we're going to tweak these and build this up and get this 4-city cluster really going. But our money's good. We're on track. We've got all gold checks so far. And we're looking pretty good, I think. We've even got our big giant passenger line going all the way over to the other side of the northern Honshu district. And yeah, let's just stop right there. And when we come back in the next one, as I said, we'll go up here to Akita, way up here to the north. And we'll figure out how we're going to make these 3 cities grow a bunch. They're going to need to be about 90,000 apiece, and we're going to grow those cities quite a bit and build some serious industry up here. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for our next Railway Empire video. Thank you.